Hey guys, hello. My name is Lisa. If this is your first time here, my name is Lisa, and I am a beauty and fashion vlogger here on YouTube, but I am also a brand coach, and you'll have to forgive me if my energy is a little bit low because I am ridiculously exhausted. And so the purpose of this video is to talk to you about mailing lists. So if this is your first time here, one thing you're definitely gonna wanna do is that you're gonna wanna look into the description box of this video and click on the link to sign up for my mailing list, because what you will receive is a free video marketing e-guide. So I'm sorry, there's like all this noise and activity going on with my my browser here. So let me actually close out of a few things. And so yes, you'll receive a free video marketing 101 e-guide. And you'll also get tons of other information and an invitation to join my video marketing 101 Facebook group. So if you are on Facebook at all, you should also join that group. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the purpose of this Hangout. So I have done a plethora of these Google Hangouts where we have talked about the different ways you can use video marketing to grow your brand, to grow your business, to grow your blog, just to grow your following. And we've just talked about the different ways to approach YouTube. And so one of the things that I have mentioned in several of those trainings has been using mailing lists. So I've talked a lot about mailing lists. I'm like, everybody needs to get a mailing list. You have to have a mailing list. Sign up for a mailing list. Create a mailing list. But I haven't really delved into why that's so important, and certainly how to actually go about doing it. So let's just pause for a second and talk about it. So the mailing list service that I use is called MailChimp. And if any of you here watching are bloggers, you're probably very familiar with MailChimp as a mailing list service. There are others. There's a lot of small business owners, or business owners in general, use another one called Constant Contact. I've heard of folks using Mad Mimi. So there are a variety of options. MailChimp is, I believe, free if you're using, if you have like under 1,000 subscribers and you're using their free plan. So I think MailChimp, it just works fine, and you can design, you can have templates. I like MailChimp. And so you go to MailChimp.com and you just sign up for an account and you create a list. So your list can be YouTube subscribers. That could be your basic list for your subscribers. And by creating that list, you now have a link, right? You now have a link to that list that you can send to you can tell your subscribers. You can actually place that link in the description box, and you'll tell your subscribers, hey, sign up for my mailing list, right? And you're gonna ask them to do that. You literally, that's all you do, is just in the same way that at the beginning of this video, I said to you, sign up for my mailing list. And that's it. That's how you get people to sign up. Now, does everybody sign up? Not necessarily. And that's when you have some incentives for getting them to sign up. So just like I have here in this video, I say, and it's not a lie, it's in fact true. When you sign up for my mailing list, now I have signed up for MailChimp's automation service. So because I'm signed up for their automation service, I pay $10 a month for my list. Well, this $10 a month for the service, my list is bigger than that. So I'm paying, I think, $25 a month for MailChimp. But that's an aside. It's a business expense. That's what it is. And so what ends up happening is, by paying for automation, that means that when people sign up for my list, I have a trigger set up so that when they automatically will receive an email of this PDF 10-page e-guide called Video Marketing 101. So that's my video marketing list, and that's what people get when they sign up for that list. And that's the link that's in the description box of this video. So, but I have several lists. So I even have another list for my beauty and fashion YouTube audience and my beauty and fashion blog. As you know, Lisa a la Mode is my blog. And so I also have a list, and I also have an automation item for that as well, or what's called an opt-in. And so the opt-in for that list is, and I'm going to get to why all of this is important shortly. So the opt-in for that list is, I created this like makeup beginner's guide, right? So I created this makeup beginner's guide, and whenever people sign up for that list, they automatically get an email with a makeup beginner's guide PDF that they can download, they can use, they can whatever. Oh, my skin is just, I'm just having a terrible skin week, guys. Ladies, you know. Anyway, I digress. And so what ends up happening is, like I said, is that the individuals who sign up for that list will receive this automatic makeup beginner's guide option. And I have a third list, right? So I have several lists, and for each of these lists, there is a free item that they receive for signing up to the list. So why is a list important? Why do we have to do this? Because for a few reasons. I am subscribed to hundreds of people here on YouTube. And I can tell you, I probably get email notifications about their videos, maybe about 5 of these people. I'm subscribed to so many people. And like I said, and unless you click off that you want notifications when these people have a video, YouTube doesn't send you notifications. And in fact, I think YouTube is generally inconsistent with whomever you're signed up to. Like, even if you say to YouTube, listen, I want to get notifications for all of these hundreds of people whenever they upload a video, the reality is YouTube is not consistent and you can't rely on it. That's why it's so important that you have your own list, your own way of communicating and contacting your followers when you have videos. I mean, it's genius. The reality is just like having a blog. This is why it's important also for a blog, your website, whatever, because things happen. Websites get shut down, YouTube channels get eliminated, and then you start from zero. I mean, granted, you would hope that the people that are subscribed to you would remember you and would come back if you start a new channel and all that, but there's no guarantee. That's why having these emails is your backup. It's your insurance policy to be able to always have communication with these people so that you can, if God forbid something should happen, this is a worst case scenario, God forbid something should happen to your channel, you still have access to these individuals. You still have access to the people that are your fan base and eventually, hopefully, are your customers, because that's what we're here for. We're using YouTube as somewhat of what's called a landing page or a squeeze page, right? And so it's a stop between it's like the information stop. It's a stop where people get information, they get their fill, but then you want them to continue on. You want them to continue on to either your website or your blog, the platform that you have where people can buy something from you. And even if you don't have anything for sale right now, because we're all in that position. I mean, a lot of people are building their brands. They're trying to figure it all out. Like, what is the offering that you're going to have? What's the service that you're going to provide? And that's totally fine. If all you're doing right now is making YouTube videos, that is totally fine. You should still have a mailing list because you need to be able to communicate with your audience. Sometimes, I mean, I've run giveaways before. I've run giveaways where it's been like crickets. Like, do you guys know I have a giveaway going on right now? And how awesome is it for me to be able to email these people several times throughout the week and say, hey, I've got this giveaway going on. You guys should sign up for it, or are you interested? So, and then there's and the other reason why mailing lists are important is because there's also this saying called the money is in the list. I've heard that a lot. It's something I think entrepreneurs say or business people say, the money is in the list. Just think about it, right? How many of you have purchased an item because you've gotten an email about it? You've gotten an email about a sale at somewhere. You've gotten an email about this fabulous sum that you just had to buy. How many of you have purchased from email marketing? The reality is email marketing works. Is it annoying for some people? Yes, but it works. It is an effective way to make money. And so essentially, you having this list, even if you are not selling anything now and all you're doing are creating YouTube videos, having this information, having the emails of your subscribers, of your viewers is vital so that when you do have another platform, when you do have a product of sale, when you do have something else, information that you want to share with these people, you have a means of communicating with them. You have a means of contacting them. And so that's why a mailing list is important. And so when I talk about using your mailing list, this is all I'm telling you to do, is that YouTube has defaults. Like, you can set up defaults so that in your information box, you have just a standard information that's always in there. And so for my beauty and fashion videos, I always have a link to my beauty and fashion mailing list, which gives people, if they sign up, when they sign up, they now have this free Makeup Beginners 101 guide, right? And so in my box, I've done that. And I have been able to grow my channel through the use of a mailing list. I really only started implementing having that link in my description box. It's only been maybe about 6-7 months now. Like, I haven't been doing it that long. But it's definitely been effective for me. What I do is as you guys know, I do have several Facebook groups, right? No, I think I only have 2 now. I eliminated one of them. I did have one called Brown Beauties on YouTube that I just deleted that group fairly recently. But what I do is when individuals are have joined my group or just starting to join my Facebook group, and I encourage people to create Facebook groups as well. Like, if you have a topic that it's nothing to admin these groups, and they're another really effective way to grow your brand, to grow your business, and to grow your channel, essentially. So when individuals join my Facebook group, depending upon which one, they'll get a welcome email, a welcome message from me. And in this welcome message from me is, welcome to the group. We're happy to have you here. And then I also drop the link to that mailing list. I'm like, hey, sign up for this list. I mean, people are just sign up randomly. And it's okay if they later on subscribe. That's fine. They're not interested. But I have grown my list considerably by simply asking people to sign up and telling people to sign up. You can run Facebook ads for your list. And what you do is, in the way you set this up, is you actually create what's called a landing page. And there's several sources for landing pages. There's one company called Optimize Press, where you pay, I believe you pay, it's $99 just forever, and then it gives you one landing page. And I can actually show you guys an example of what a landing page looks like. Let me see if I can pull up I can screen share with you guys and show you what I mean by a landing page. And I actually have one here that I have. And guys, if you have questions, definitely let me know, because this is actually, originally I have another Hangout scheduled. Just click on there's a Q&A button here that you guys can click on if you're interested in asking me any questions. And really, they can be about anything having to do with video marketing and YouTube. Originally, I was gonna have actually one more free Google Hangout. For those of you that don't know, in February of 2016, I will be launching a full video marketing course. And so the Hangouts that we've been doing here every single week are coming to an end. In fact, this is going to be my last one for the year. I may do one more before the launch of my course in February, but this is it for the year. Originally, I intended to have one more Google Hangout, but that's before I realized that Christmas is next week and I can't do it. Like, it's just going to be crazy. We're traveling and all that stuff. But I'm going to screen share with you guys to show you a landing page, and it's going to kind of show you how they operate. So let me just make sure I have it here in front of me. Here we go. Let's screen share. Here we go. Are you guys with me? All right, let's screen share so you guys can see this. So this is an example of a landing page. So this is James Wedmore. He is a video marketing coach. And what he's using, and I'm not sure which platform he's using for this, is probably Lead Pages maybe. Landing pages are essentially like these dummy websites. It's a one-page website that you design yourself. And all of this, it's not coding, it's nothing. It's just drag and drop. You write your text in a box, you put your link here. And it's really this basic, and he's talking about a free webinar here. And what ends up happening is he has all these big buttons at the bottom, claim my spot now, right? Claim my spot now. And if I click on claim my spot now, I'm guaranteed it's asking me to put my email in there, right? So this is where I would put my email. And now he's captured my lead and he's able to email me and tell me about his webinar, tell me about his services, tell me all that stuff. And this is what you and anyone can do this. This isn't anything special. There's no reason in the world why you as a YouTube content creator cannot have a landing page of your own to capture email addresses. You could put your picture here and you can have your subject. It could be learn how to thrift on a budget. If you love thrifting clothes, thrift on a budget, learn how to thrift on a budget here. Click here to get your free thrifting 101 e-guide. And folks will click. And you can actually, in the space of this picture, you can have your video where you're just kind of talking to people, right? You can have a video on your landing page. And it tells, and then people sign up, you have that email, and you now have captured a lead. You now have somebody who is interested in your content, interested in you, and now you have the ability to stay in contact with them. You have the ability to email them when you have a new video. You have the ability to email them when you have a new service, a new product offering, anything in the world you can email them about. Or not anything in the world, but certainly anything related to your business. So again, this is an example of what's called a landing or a squeeze page. And you can certainly set one up with your mailing list and get that going. So this is an example of what you can do is you can even run Facebook ads with your landing page as the destination page where people go and then they go and sign up for your mailing list, and now you've captured that lead. I'm going to stop screen sharing now that I've showed you what a landing page looks like. So but you can do it without that. If you don't want to spend money, I mean, there is a free one I think it's called Instapages is the free one that you can use. It's got some limitations to it, but it's another one that you can use. But you can certainly not do it with the landing. Your landing page could basically be your channel where you just tell people, listen, sign up for my e-guide, you get this, whatever. So I definitely recommend having an opt-in because it really is what, otherwise people are like, well, why am I signing up for your mailing list, And I think it's interesting that there's so many YouTubers that don't do it. And I think it's vital to the success of your channel. And certainly if you're looking to monetize your channel ongoing and having it as part of your ongoing business plan, I definitely think it's important to have that mailing list. And certainly once you've got that mailing list, it's on you to be sending emails to stay in contact. So I recommend, if you do go with MailChimp, I do recommend that you pay the $10 a month for the automation service, because what it allows you to do is set up, like what I have for my video marketing mailing list, I have like 8 emails that end up going out to everyone who signed up to that list. So once you sign up, you get an immediate welcome email. You get the video marketing 101 guide. 5 days later, you get another email from me with some more information. 5 days after that, you get another. Like, I have set these up so they're automatic. So I keep my audience engaged. I let them know about my services, and I'm providing them with free information. And so I do think having your initial free opt-in is great, but then you must also continue to build your authority by giving more free information. It's not really prudent of you to send a free opt-in out, give them the free opt-in, and then immediately be wanting to kind of sell and get them to buy from you. Really, the method is to just keep in contact, providing valuable information to your audience. But that's essentially it, folks. It is now 9:20. We've got 10 minutes left on this webinar, on this Google Hangout. And I am so sorry. My energy is super duper low. I'm not feeling my damnedest today. But this is your opportunity to really ask me any questions that you might have about video marketing, about branding, about your YouTube channel and your goals for your YouTube channel. One of the questions that I had someone ask me today was, how long were you making your YouTube videos before you were able to do it full time and it be your full time gig. And YouTube is not my full-time gig. Absolutely not. What YouTube is for me is a landing page. It is a way, I mean, in all honesty, I love beauty and fashion. I do. So I do that. Like, YouTube is my baby. I will always do it for no money. Like, I don't know if I'll always do it, but I really enjoy doing it. And for me, it's been it's this labor of love. And it's like a record of my growth and my progress as a YouTube content creator. So I actually really, really enjoy creating the content. So for my beauty and fashion stuff, I just kind of do it. But what it takes to be able to make a full-time living just from YouTube alone, it translates into hundreds and thousands and millions of views, like, all the time. And that certainly is not the case with me. And it's not the case with the majority of YouTube content creators. I know we see these people, right? The Natural 85, the Dulce Candies, the Bethany Modas, the Michelle Phams. We see these people and we really think that it's so attainable to just sit down and make videos. And if you optimize those videos, the following will come. The reality is I really feel like those people are just really living the path that they were meant to live, to go down. Like, this is their destiny. So YouTube cannot be anyone's business plan. Like, and I honestly don't think for any of the people that have made YouTube a full-time, just literally just sitting down, editing and making videos, and that's it, not a landing page, not selling a product, nothing. I don't think any of those people went into it with that intention. Like, it just really doesn't work out that way. And I think that these people have been able to sustain themselves on YouTube because that's what was meant for them. It is like saying, and I've used this analogy before, it's like saying, well, listen, I can sing and dance. I can be the next Beyonce. All I gotta do is practice day and night like she does. And from the time I'm 10, and I can be the next Beyonce, I can be the next Michael Jackson. And that's just not, like, it's a recipe for disaster. It's a setup for failure to believe that. So I do believe that what you can do is pursue these dreams and have these end goals for sure, but recognize that for most people that have been able to make a living from YouTube, it's not been through Google AdSense money, because you're making pennies per view, like pennies, like half a penny per view. And so what you really want to do is, for most of us, is to figure out a way to use your channel, use your influence to monetize your brand. And that's really how you build YouTube as part of your business. So YouTube is a part of my business, but it certainly isn't where I make the most money directly. No, not at all. So I hope that answered that question. But if you have any other questions for me, again, click on the Q&A box. You can ask me any questions about YouTube. You can ask me any questions about lighting, camera, all the stuff that we've gone over several times. You're more than welcome to ask me. Actually, let me click on the Q&A and see if there are any questions here and there. What information besides the Marketing 101 do you send your subscribers? That's from Green and Tasty too. I have a bunch of emails that I send. I'd have to actually go into, I can actually go into my MailChimp while I'm here and just take a peek at some of the emails that I have set out for my automation services. So let's see. So for my video group, I send, let's see, I have 8 emails that I send. So one of them is a welcome email, just welcoming them to the group. I have another email where I talk about how I was able, so there's another email that talks about, I mean, it has to be specific to your brand. I'm just sharing this with you guys. So I have an email that talks about how I quit my job. And so it kind of breaks down the process, because I get this question a lot, like, what is your life as an entrepreneur? How does it work? How do people do it? Like, I'd love to quit my day job. What did I do? So I share that information with people on the list. And then I also share, another email is tech essentials, because a lot of people have technical questions about how to set up a YouTube channel and the products that they need. And so there's that. And then I have another one that tells people how to make money on YouTube. And then I have another one, how to increase your video views, how to promote your, and I have another one, how to promote your YouTube videos. And then I have another one where I talk about fear, because fear is one of the things that people really mention to me is like, well, I'm afraid and I don't know how to begin and these things like that. And so I address that in that email. So I've got a bunch of emails that are specific to my audience. And really what I'm doing is answering the questions that I get a lot from my viewers. Or people who are part of that mailing list. So I hope that answers your question, Green and Tasty too. And if there are any other questions, I'm gonna just hang out here for a couple of more minutes. And again, guys, this is gonna be the last Google Hangout that I'm gonna have for this year. Again, I can't promise, I may have one more in the new year. But then my course, my full video marketing course launches in February, where you will be able to get tons of material. I'm going to have worksheets and work guides and modules, and it's going to be a full comprehensive course that you guys can join. And I'm going to have some freebies. There are going to be some freebies as well to kind of get you guys ready for it. Any other questions, folks? Any other questions? Ladies and gentlemen, there are 8 of you here and none of you have questions. So, well, I can only see 8. I don't know if anyone's watching from YouTube. Yep. Alrighty, folks. So I am going to sign off now. If you want to email me any questions, you can email me at lisa@lisajeanfrancois.com. You can send me a message here through YouTube or Google+. You can also join my Video Marketing 101 group. It's called Video Marketing 101, and it's right here on It's on Facebook, and you're certainly welcome to join that group as well. And you're welcome to join the mailing list as well, so you can get all those freebies and you can stay in touch with me and you can communicate with me. I also have free clarity calls. So what I do during a clarity call is really what we talk about is your brand, your overall vision or hope for your brand. And certainly we can also talk and review your YouTube channel and maybe one of your videos of a very cursory glance at your videos. So we can talk about maybe how we can improve some of your content to kind of bring in a wider audience. So those are absolutely free. It's a 15-minute call. So if you're interested in a free clarity call with me, just let me know. Just shoot me a message here, shoot me an email, and I can go ahead and get you signed up for that. And I do those all the time. So there's no limit on, I only do, obviously if you've signed up, you can only do one, but it's not like it's going away. I continue to do clarity calls. I actually get really energized when I talk to you guys about building your brand. Yeah, so I'm gonna log off, guys. I know it's a slow night. Isn't a whole lot going on, and I did not market this hangout quite as I should have. Been a little bit exhausted. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and for tuning in. And I will see you in the new year. Have a happy, amazing holiday and happy new year. For those of you that celebrate the Christian holiday, but happy new year to everybody. And I'll be in touch, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.